Are you ready to learn how to create multiple income streams, retire earlier than you thought was possible, make lots of money, and live as you want? If so, then what I'm getting ready to share with you today is going to completely change the way you think about work and money for the rest of your life. Hi, I'm Dr. Jeff with debtfreedr.com. Robert Kiyosaki's book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, it completely changed my way of thinking about work and money. Now, I discussed this book in a little bit more detail in a previous video, and I'll put the link down below so you can check it out. Now, his follow up book, The Cashflow Quadrant, really opened my eyes to how I was personally was making money, which for most doctors and other high income earners is really the wrong way. So let's find out why. So, the basis around this book actually involves four quadrants, which explains how our tax system is set up and how professionals and employees view the world. So, it's basically the four ways that people make money. So, you have the employee, self employed, business owner, and investor. Now, after learning what each of these quadrants meant, I quickly realized that I needed to move from the left side, which he actually calls the poor side of the quadrant, over to the right or the rich side. And here's why. Most of the people that are really over here on this left side of the quadrant, they're either employees or self employed. Most doctors and other high income earners, guess what? They're also either employees or they're self employed, as they do nothing more than trade their time for money. They're just seeing patients. If these people do not perform, they don't get paid. Now, after learning about where I was or where I am in the workforce, and that is in the self-employed category, it's what really pushed me to start focusing on moving over to this right side to build passive income. If not, I'm always going to continue trading time for money. So our focus should be on shifting more over to this right side. But unfortunately, most high income professionals never move from the left to the right, which can really contribute to and lead to burnout. So, with passive income, you're able to leverage people and money to increase your wealth, even while you're busy doing other things like you enjoy, like traveling or just enjoying life. So, let's break down each category. So, E, as we stated earlier, it stands for employee. So, more and more doctors are actually falling into this category mainly because of two reasons. Number one, they're coming out with tons of student loan debt. And number two, well, starting a practice like I did here about 15, 16 years ago, it's just too expensive to do. It's for this reason that they become an employee. So if people in this quadrant want more money and they don't want to move over to this right side, they must work more hours and continue to trade even more time for money. Something else to consider, employees along with the self-employed person, they do something with taxes that you may not be aware of. So this side over here pays the most tax. Very important. Moving right along, I chose actually out of training to be self-employed because I wanted to be my own boss. So this category is just really just one step above being an employee because those that reside in this quadrant, we're still trading time for money. So theoretically, if this business or practice, if you own your business or you own your practice, in reality, if you're in this quadrant, the business owns you. So those that are over on the right side in the business owner category, they're really able to take off whenever they choose as they have systems in place and employees that help them run their business. They know how to outsource and delegate responsibilities to others. They're not always trading their time for money as their business generates income, whether they're there or not. My friend here in town, I went to high school with him. He has a local health club, and they're always taking off time, going on these extended vacations for weeks at a time with his family because when he's not at the health club, it can still run without him. And that's just a great feeling to have. Now, similar to investors, business owners on this side, they pay little to no tax at all. Something else very important to keep in mind. So, this side of the category is where true financial freedom is found. Again, they pay the least amount of tax compared to the left side, and they don't have to continue working in order for their money to come in. So the investor is the person who's earned money in one of these other quadrants, and they basically take that money and put it to work for them. Now, personally, this is the category I'm moving more towards as we're constantly putting all of our cash flowing real estate investments to work for us. I have a question for you. Where do you want to be? So hopefully by now that you've really opened your eyes to number one, which quadrant that you're in now, and really start thinking about which one do you want to move to. So I'll leave you with one final question. Are you happy right now with the way that you're making money? If not, then now you know you must move from being an employee or self-employed individual either to a business owner or an investor. So really to jumpstart this process, I've put together a passive income guide that you can download at debtfreedr.com/free guide. Thanks for joining. I'll see you next time.